Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Let's start with a new series that is called Bit Magic series. We'll try to do important problems in bit manipulation in this particular series. So welcome to part 1. We'll do the first question, which is a very simple question, and then we'll slowly build up our level. The first question is single number, right? So let's try to understand this problem. So there is a array of integers that is given to you, and every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. So this is an important problem, but it's an easy problem. Let's try to understand using an example. So in this example, we can see that 1 is appearing twice, right? 2 is also appearing twice, but 3 does not have any pair. 3 is the only number which is appearing once, right? So how do you solve this problem? So let's take this example. So we can see that 1 was appearing 2 times, 2 was appearing 2 times, but 3 was the only element that was appearing only one time. How will you find this particular number? So to find this particular number, you have to you can think of many different approaches. Okay, let's think of a approach which is not using bit manipulation. So how will you do that? Maybe you will take a map data structure or a set data structure and store elements. Okay, let's take a map data structure. Let's try to store elements. Okay, now let's see. So if we put 1, we will keep the count, right? So if we put 1 and we'll keep 1 is occurring 2 times. Similarly, we'll put 2 is occurring 2 times, and then we'll put 3 in the map data structure. You will see 3 is the only element which is appearing one time. So you will store the element along with the count, and you can do that. Okay, also, or you can store some, you can do using some set data structure. So you can put 1, right? So next time you see 1 in the set, you know that 1 is not the answer because 1 has already appeared. Okay, similarly you can put 2. Next time you will again see 2 in the set, so you know that 2 is not the answer. You will see an element which is unique, right? It has never appeared before in the set. So 3 is the answer. So you can think of various such approaches, but all these approaches will use additional space, right? And we don't want to use additional space. We want to do an approach which uses O of 1 additional space and of course O of n time complexity. So how will you use such a approach? So there is a very simple concept in bit manipulation that is called XOR. Let's try to understand them a little bit and then we'll be able to solve this problem. So what is XOR? So XOR means whenever two elements are different, okay, XOR of that two numbers is 1. Whenever two elements are same, their XOR is 0. That's it. Very simple concept, XOR. So let's try to take 2 or 3 examples to understand. Suppose I am telling you XOR of 5 and 6. Will it be 1? Will it be 0 or non-zero? It will be non-zero because these two numbers are different, right? What will be XOR of 5 and 5? 5 and 5 XOR will be 0 because these two numbers are same, right? If two numbers are same, their XOR is 0. What about 1 and 1? What will be the XOR? It will be 0 because these two numbers are same. Okay. What about XOR of 9 and 6? It will be non-zero because they both are different numbers. So that's it. Very simple concept. Now we will use this concept, right? So we will take XOR of all the numbers. We will take XOR of all the numbers in our array. So what will happen? When you take XOR of 1 with 1, it will cancel, right? It will become 0 because 1 and 1 are same. So XOR of two same numbers is 0. So it will become 0. Similarly, you take XOR of 2 and 2, it will become 0. What will be left? 3 will be left, right? So you will get the element. So very simple. Just iterate throughout the array. Take XOR. Finally, the element that is remaining is your answer. So we will now code this approach. So you have to finally return the element. Let's say it is XOR answer. We'll iterate through all the particular elements in our array, and we will just write XOR answer. And how we'll take XOR? We'll just take XOR is XOR with every element. Okay, so we are taking XOR with every element, and the lone element that is remaining is the winner, and that is our answer. So now let us submit this. Let's see if it is working. So it's working. Let's just submit the code and see if it is working for all the test cases. Yes, it's working. So that's it. Thank you for being patient and listening, and see you in the next part of the video.